Okay, I'm doing a video on a dog kennel that I just put together. It took about 5-6 hours. So I use these prefabricated goat gates, I guess is what they are. Goat pen panels. So they just slide together with these locking pins into here and what have you. But it works. So the neighbor's dog, she's moving, she can't take her dog with her, so I'm going to take the dog that she has. And use sun tuff. I really like the sun tuff stuff because it's practically indestructible and it's really good stuff. It's easy to work with. So on the front here, because I wanted to pitch the water off the back of this structure, I have the wooden inserts to kind of give it a little bit of a rise. And then I've kind of pitched this down on the side, so if too much rain, like it gets rain on cats and dogs out here, it'll just roll off the side also. So, and I got that on there as best as I could without going nuts with trimming everything down. Obviously, this thing wasn't designed to have a roof on it. So you've got these bars a little bit higher than you do on the rails, so no big deal. Reclaimed steel again. And buttoned it up, and she'll have a doghouse inside here, but I want to keep the inner half of her enclosure dry. She'll only be out here for a minimal amount of time anyway, but this is how it winds up looking. So this should be 14 by 7. Now, I didn't like the paint job. And there were every junction or every weld, I put some primer on it, and I'll paint that later when it gets a little warmer. But what I use is a bracing across the top here. Just go down and get some chain link fence bracing, top rail, right, and then your couplers here, and then what that does is strengthens the top, right. So I used rebar spikes to pin this to the ground so she can't push this out. And in the corner, I use corner pieces here to lock these corners in so she can't get this open. Pretty strong dog, real good escape artist. She seems to force her way out of everything, but she's not getting out of here. And when I'm all done, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to lay the bottom of this with it's going to have horse stall mats so she can't dig out. So there it is. And this detail under here. So that'll keep the wind off her when she's out here. She'll have another doghouse, a dog doghouse in here, horse stall mats on the ground here. And she had plenty of room to run around and get her exercise. Kind of get the detail on this stuff. So I'll probably wind up putting some stain on this reclaimed steel later. It's just too humid right now to get to it, and I'm tired. I'm beat. So there you have it. I don't know if we get the top. There it is. So I used 2 different colors of sun tuff because I want to let some light in, more so on the sides than in the center. So if you'll see, I've got the smoke in the center and I've got the clear in the sides. And see, it's not too dark in there. You don't want it dark. You want light penetration in. You want light getting in there so it doesn't get all moldy, and you want the ground to dry out, or the mats or whatever you have on the ground in there to dry out. And don't use blankets in a doghouse. If it's outside, that's going to create a mold problem. You're going to have skin problems with your dog. Your dog's going to be sick. It's going to poison them. So we use rubber mulch. So if you got a doghouse outside, go down, buy some rubber mulch is what I do. And we use this rubber mulch, and then you can clean the rubber mulch every now and then, take it out, put it in 5-gallon buckets and wash it with organic soap, and the hair will rise to the top of the bucket, and just scoop that out and rinse it out good and throw it back in the doghouse after you dry it. So this stuff's pretty good. and it won't grow mold. And dogs actually, all my dogs have always enjoyed this stuff. So this goes inside the doghouse. So there you have it. So we get some pretty good winds around here, but I located her structure between the house and the hill here, so most of the winds will be coming blocked by the garage, the house, and the hill. And she should be fine in here. All right, that's it. So we can get a backup view here.